Hi everybody, it's Christina and thank you for joining me. So today I have a new collection to share with you, and this is the Plaited With Love. In this set there are two stamp sets, there are two stencils, and we have four beautiful die collections. So one is the 6x6, one is the 5x7, then we have the A5 and the circular ones. Everything in this collection will work with previous collections and also those that will come in the future. All my dies are available at CraftStash. I will add the links to all the available products in the description box below the video. I will be doing videos using all the different sets, so do hope you'll join me for those. In today's video I'm going to be using the 5x7 Plaited With Love dies, and these are just some of the ideas that I've used. So with the largest die and an A4 piece of card, I've folded that in half. And then I'm going to place my die, I'm going to keep the fold at the top and place my die so that the cutting edge is just off the top of the fold, and I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. So once I've done that, I can take the die off, and there I have a card that is joined down the centre, and yet it's folded in half. Now you can use it that way around if you want to, but I'm going to create an easel card, so I'm going to use it this way around, and I'm going to fold this top piece in half. And we've got a visitor. Now once we've done that, we need another piece to go on the top of that. So using the same die, I'm going to cut another piece in white. So still using the same die, I've cut another piece, and that's going to be glued just on this bottom half, and it's going to sit along there. But I've also cut another piece, and into this one I'm going to take this pattern, this detailed edge, and I'm going to cut that again through the die cutting machine. So once that piece is cut, this is what I have, but I've changed my mind about that one, and I've used some blue card and I've cut that base layer again in blue, and that's going to sit on there. So that will be attached to the front of my card. Now I need something in there to act as a stop. So I've taken the long piece and the piece that's left from cutting the base card, and I'm going to cut this out 2 or 3 times to just add along there, and that will keep my card open. Now these dies only cut into the card, they don't actually cut it out. So what you need to do is cut 2 strips and then trim them down. So I'm just adding my glue down the strips, and I'm going to marry these up together so that they match up nice and neatly. And then once I've done that, I can take my scissors or my trimmer and I can trim them down. And then once I've done that, I can take some more blue card and I can attach this to the blue card so that that gives a nice neat finish for my little block, my little stopper. So there's my stop. So mine is actually 4 layers thick. It's 3 white strips and a blue one, and that's going to sit in there, but I'm not going to put that in place yet because we need to finish this back panel off. So this is another die that won't cut out, it will just cut into your card. So if you wanted to leave the panel, the detail in your panel, then just use that. Then you can use either of these 2 dies to cut it out completely. Now once you've got this, if this is the right side, I'm going to turn it face down, and I've cut another one of these, and this I can use the opposite way to the one that I've got on the front, And once that's glued in place, that will give me a really detailed panel that will sit on my card. So you can use it together or separately. Now I'm going to use this one for the inside of the bottom of my card, and I'm going to cut this one out and use it for the top of my card. So we've had another change of mind. I've decided to use that panel for the front of another card, and this is the panel that I've now just cut for the front of this card. So make sure you get all the little bits out, and that's going to sit on there. Now for this card, I don't want it quite so plain, so I'm just going to take some low tack tape and I'm going to just turn it round into a circle. So I'm just going to pop that inside and just fasten that to my glass mat. Now I need some copy paper over that so that I don't dirty it. So we'll pop that there. And then over the top of that we're going to add the stencil, and I'm going to tape that in place so that that doesn't move also. And this is just low tack tape, and we'll just tape that in place. And then we need some brushes or some sponges or whatever it is you use to do your ink blending with, and your favourite colours. So the three colours I've got are Dusty Concord, Kitsch Flamingo and Peacock Feathers, and I'm going to use my blending brushes just to add ink over the top of this card, and I'm going to do it in random areas. To give this card some strength, I've cut down another panel that's the same size, and I've just trimmed it off at the top. Now I can either add it to the bottom or I can add it to the top piece. But if I add it to the top piece, that will stop that from being a see-through card. So the choice there is up to you. There's a lot of mind changing going on in this video. So what I've done is I've taken the scallop die and some acetate, and I've cut a piece that I'm going to glue in place along there. And this piece is going to go on the back of the card just to give it some strength. Now to decorate both my cards, I've taken the special words and I'm going to use Love You on one and Happy Birthday on the other. So there's my Love You, and there's my Happy Birthday, and that will sit that way. And then from my favourite die set for large leaves, I'm taking this die and I'm going to cut this several times for my cards. So for each of my sentiments, I've cut them twice in white and once in silver, and the silver is going to go on the top to finish the words off. So I'm going to glue these together, and then I'm going to add the silver one to the top. I'm also going to stack the leaves up to give plenty of depth to these. So we'll just add some glue into the centre parts, and then we'll add these leaves together and repeat the process for another layer. So once I have my layers all stacked together, I've added my glue to the back, and I'm going to pop this in here along there, and then to the top of this I'm going to add some glue, and I'm just going to put my Love You on top of the leaves, but I am going to add these in first, and we'll just tuck the tail ends of these under a flower. Now for this card I'm going to add my green leaves along here. I'm going to put the paler green sprigs in on the top, and then on top of that we'll add in the word Happy Birthday, so that the word just covers the join in the leaves. So my glue is now dry, and I don't know if you've got one of these, but this is an adhesive eraser, and if you look at the glue pieces on the lettering, if you just very gently go over it with the eraser, it removes the glue from your letters. And once you've done that, you can just give it a nice soft polish, and there you have lovely shiny lettering on your cards. So now, as a final embellishment to my card, I'm just going to add in some sequins and some chrome dots. So we'll just add the glue and we'll just dot in the sequins as and where we would like them. So over here we'll add in these. So we'll have a large one there and a small one there, and we'll put a large one there, and that's it. Just 3 on that and just 3 on this, and that's now finished my cards off. So there are my 2 5x7 finished cards. One is an easel card, the other one has acetate in the front panel, but they're both decorated with leaves and words from the Rose Flourish and the Special Words sentiments, and the dies that I've used are the stencil and the 5x7 Plaited With Love collection. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and why not subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.